If you are looking for some great tips to help with your Google display campaigns, then this is the video to watch. Hello, I'm Muzair, and thanks for watching this video, where I'm going to give you 3 of my top tips to help you with your Google Display Network ads optimization. So let's look at a few ways to make sure your Google display campaigns are in tip-top shape. Review Placements Report. The first thing you need to look at is Google's placement report, also named in the interface as Where Ads Showed, where you'll find the list of sites, mobile apps, and YouTube channels where your ads have appeared across the Google Display Network. By reviewing the placements report, you can help save budget by excluding placements with poor performance and identifying top performing URLs, which you can then add as managed placements. I'll talk about that in a moment. You can access this report by going to Placements and then choosing Where Ads Showed in the left navigation bar. Another easy way to sort the data is by order of highest spending or highest converting placements first. So it's easy to review top of performers. You might also want to quickly identify poor performance. All you do is use the filter function to find the URLs with high impressions but no conversions, or high cost with no conversions. To help make the data more manageable, you can set an impression threshold and only review placement with that number of impressions or greater. This tip also ensures that you do not filter out placements too soon without a proper review. I would highly recommend that you create a separate pivot table from these placement URLs that will allow you to review performance at the aggregate level as well as the campaign level, so you can really get to grips with GTM performance. Add placement exclusions. Once you have reviewed where your ads have appeared, you can exclude poor performing placements in 3 ways. The first way is to use a method called exclusions in the interface. This is great when working with only a small number of exclusions, as you can quickly find these within the interface. All you do is click on the placement and select either exclude from ad group or exclude from campaign. The second way to exclude poor performing placements is to use exclusions in Google Ads Editor. This is a much better way of excluding if you have a lot of exclusions to do, as you can upload these in bulk from Google Ads Editor. But you will have to separate out the URL, mobile app, and YouTube exclusions, as these are separate exclusion types within Google Ads Editor. For URLs, you can do this by going to Keywords and Targeting and then choosing Placement Negative. You can then upload the placement URL column and, if needed, the campaign and ad group columns. For YouTube exclusions, whether it's by channels or videos, you will need to upload exclusions separately by either choosing YouTube videos negative or YouTube channels negative within Google Ads Editor. Don't forget that for channels, you will need the channel ID, which is the string of letters and numbers that appear after the .com / in the placement URL. The third way of dealing with exclusions that I'm going to recommend is by using Placement Exclusions List, which you can create within Google Ads Editor. This method is very similar to a negative list, as the tool allows you to add all URL, mobile app, or YouTube exclusions in one list and apply to multiple campaigns, so it's very efficient too. I found that if there is an underperforming YouTube channel or video in one campaign, I want to make sure that the same placement is stopped from reappearing in my other campaigns, because clearly that placement is not working for me. In my opinion, this is the most efficient way to remove low performing placements like let's say YouTube Kids channels across your whole account. You'll find and be able to create placement exclusion lists under Tools and Settings, then Shared Library. Once you've created your list and applied it to all the necessary campaigns, I recommend you use the Upload a List bulk upload function to speed things up. And don't forget to drop in the list of URLs and the type of placements you want to exclude. So, for example, it could be kids YouTube channels or sites and channels for brands that are a little risky and you prefer to stay clear from, or even unrelated placements that just don't match your target audience. You might also want to stay clear of any sites that are not .com, .net, .co.uk, and etc., as other endings often spammy and you'll just end up wasting your budget. I hope you managed to pick up some useful tips about how to review the placement reports and how to add placement exclusions, and enjoy putting them into practice. Thanks for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye for now.